Aloha Mora, you wizards. This is a sorting hat. It's not cowboy hats. All cowboy hats are sorting hats. I got this sorting hat at Die Again Alley, and there's a decoction tincture of gray death fentanyl that's really harming wizards. It's really harming the wizards out there, folks. Can you believe this stuff? So I put on this sorting hat, right? First time ever, and it doesn't even touch my head. Sorting hat goes, Gryffindor! And I go, whoa, dude, you almost give me sorting hat gives you whiplash, dude. Most people don't know that about the sorting hat, but I got a little whiplash, and right off the bat, we became boys. So I'm talking to the sorting hat, and as Jordan Peterson would say, the sorting hat sorts common qualities and sorts it particularly. Alex Jones would say, I have a sorting hat. My sorting hat is a wealth of my intent. It's like having boots on the ground without needing boots on the ground. I swear by my sorting hat. So all cowboy hats are sorting hats. I'm getting to know the sorting hat. After I teamed up on Gryffindor, he goes, you know who the first two wizards are? And I go, no, I'm new to the wizard game, man. And the sorting hat's all like, well, it's from our spell book. And I go, what's the spell book? He goes, it's Genesis. I go, I know the Bible. Yeah, okay. He goes, Adam and Eve were the first two wizards. And I go, what, dude? What team were they on? And the sorting hat proceeds to tell me that the first Slytherin was Eve. Can you believe this stuff? She was apostle. She was apostle tongue, guys. She spoke to snakes. And since he said I was like pretty much the most Gryffindor material he has seen since Harry Potter. No big deal. And I go, well, Adam, the first male, he must have been Gryffindor. And the sorting hat, unfortunately, has integrity, but he told me the truth. He said, look, he allowed Eve to get negged by a snake. And on top of that, he didn't even pay her any attention. So, kind of like me, Gryffindor, it didn't even touch Adam's head. It was just like this. Hufflepuff! Welcome to the most magical podcast.
Na 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 na. Me and Professor Snape get into trouble where we're late. Got Hermione riding bitch, Harry about to catch that snitch. And if our boy loses his glasses, it don't matter cause we got
Aloha Mora, and a butter beers cheers to all you beautiful and wonderful wizards. By the way, for real, all you wizards out there, stay away from that tincture, that devil's brew, that gray death fentanyl that seems to be taking out wizards left and right, Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. It doesn't matter. It doesn't discriminate. It takes them all out. Last week, I had a promising young wizard come up to me and he quit Quidditch outright. And he goes, I'll do some sexual favors, or I can pawn my Nimbus 3000. I go, bud, your parents bought you that Nimbus 3000. It was 2,000 quid. I'm not paying that. So needless to say, I have a new Nimbus 3000. And it rides smooth. That's all I'm saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have waited a lifetime to pull this move right here. I can't believe I get to do this, and I'm so grateful you get to partake. A sorting hat for Dorte. Yeah, real, dude. Check this out, dude. Check that out, dude. It's Alan J, dude. He's wearing a sorting hat too. I told you, there's no more cowboy hats, just sorting hats. And I always knew that the human race was magic. I always knew you're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard. I'm a wizard. She's a wizard. He's a wizard. Everyone's a wizard. Doesn't matter. The human race is magic. And I always knew that. Agnostic. What's agnostic mean? A means not, Gnostic means knowing. I was always Gnostic about being a wizard. And the problem, I suppose, this is a complex problem. We are wizards that were raised by mudbloods. You understand what I'm saying? We were raised by mudbloods. And to give a perfect, applicable analogy, because I am a Gryffindor, after all, I can tell great stories. I'm a comedian. Here's the story. Let's get into it. Because you can lead a horse to water, but does the horse always drink it? Sometimes you gotta drop the horse, and you'll see what I'm saying soon. So, excuse me. It was a summer night, similar to the one that it's going to happen tonight. The only difference is this summer night, it was there was a storm of brew, just like the Grey Fentanyl, the Wizard's Brew was brewing too. However, right down the street from Die Again Alley was a very kind and responsible Gryffindor farmer. And of course, he had a sorting hat. So he was extra careful to look after the critters on his land, and he loved this eagle's nest, right? But lo and behold, the storm was too powerful. The wind was too vicious, and an eagle egg dropped and landed safely in a grassy area right next to his crops. But the eagle nest was unfortunately destroyed. There is no magic spell to bring it back. So this farmer goes, this will not do it all. This will not do it all. I have to bring this eagle egg back to my farm and raise it as my own. And this regal, bald eagle, the most American bird of them all, comes back to this farmer's property and he puts the eagle egg into his chicken coop. So this eagle, as it matures, as it, grows up, starts adopting the behaviors and mannerisms of the chickens. So this eagle now believes it is a chicken. It starts pecking at the ground. This eagle believes it is a chicken. It believes it is a chicken. If you believe in this chair, you'll sit down and So it believes it is a chicken. And so one day, a much older, wiser eagle spots him with eagle-eye vision. Spots him down there, pecking at the ground. And this eagle goes, this won't do at all. This won't do at all. I gotta go down there in one swoop, picks him up, takes him as high as he can fly. And as soon as he picked him up, the eagle that believes it's a chicken says, please don't eat me, sir. Please don't eat me. Eagle goes, I ain't gonna. You're an eagle. You're one of us. And the eagle that believes it's a chicken goes, please don't eat me. No, I'm just a mere chicken. I'm just a tiny chicken. So the wise eagle knew what to do. What did he do? He dropped him. He let go. Dropped the rock. He let it go. Now this eagle that believes it's a chicken is soaring. It's just in free fall. And it's thinking, I'm just a chicken. There's no way I can fly. I can't do it. The wise eagle goes, I believe in you. Flap your wings. You got this. Next thing you know, I just whiplashed. The sorting hat, most people don't know that. It does whiplash. It's a weapon as well. The farmer knows that. So right before that eagle that believes it was a chicken hit the ground, it started flapping its wings, and that eagle soared. And after that day, it never went back to that chicken coop because the eagle realized it was an eagle, and he has no time to waste with that chicken shit. He's an eagle. And you are a wizard.
You understand me? We are all wizards. That's the deal. And that was a pretty good story, actually. But that's the deal, man. And when I'm talking to this sorting hat today, and wouldn't you know, Hogwarts went through a reprehensible DEI program. J.K. Rowling spread disinformation about Hogwarts. It all started when Dumbledore came in, and Dumbledore was gay, so he brought in the LGBT, the whole thing, right? And for instance, the sorting hat was like, Neville, Gryffindor, he's a Hufflepuff. I knew that. He didn't even have to, just like for me, Gryffindor. He knew Neville was a Hufflepuff, but they need to meet, they had to meet the quotas, the DEI quotas. Hermione Granger, a true Gryffindor, which is very rare. And I want to get into this because no one's talking about this stuff. Eve spoke Parseltongue. She talked to snakes. I would say 90% of women are Slytherins. They really are. Not only that, they invite snakes and talk to snakes in their day-to-day life. Ever hear Ted Bundy? This is how Ted Bundy would get his women victims. He would play the victim. Oh, I broke my arm. Can you help me? And you prey on their emotions. What happened during COVID? Women invited the snake in. Yeah, shoot it right in my arm. What else? You know, like if you look at the women politicians, look at an AOC, Slytherin. You know, any women politicians in general are Slytherin. I think we have homelessness because of women Slytherins. I really do. If a Slytherin woman cracks her phone, you know, they drop their iPhone, they'll have that crack on their phone for 6 months. They go, I guess this is permanently cracked. I'm going to live my life from here on out with a cracked screen. That's how they think. It's black and white. Slytherin women think black and white. And that's what they did with homelessness. Well, now we have homelessness. Now we have the Tenderloin in San Francisco where people shoot heroin in front of 5-year-olds that are walking to school. Now we have Kensington, Philadelphia, where people are I don't even know what drugs they do there. It's not nothing that you have ever heard of. It's not drugs. It's death. It's the wizard's brew. And I'll tell you what, Voldemort is all over. We got me and Alan Jackson, dude. If you have a sorting hat, put it on, baby. We are teaming up. Alex Jones definitely has a sorting hat. He was crying about Trump, or who cares, man? Look, politics is not reality. The reality is that we're wizards. And no one ever gets this. Like, no one ever gets that this is magic. Like, this whole thing is magic. How can it not be? How can it? You know what really irritates me? I still have this bit where I go, you know, who doesn't believe in God? And someone always in a crowd will go, right. I go, why don't you believe in God? And they'll say whatever. It doesn't matter. And then my response is always, you don't believe in the only story that we have as human beings? Why? I go to this whole thing. It's our only story. And the sorting hat was telling me that's our spell book, man. Jesus was a wizard. He truly was a wizard, man. I'm going to end with this because Jesus was the most powerful wizard that lives eternally. He lives eternally. So is Voldemort, but Jesus is way stronger. Here's the deal. For instance, Jesus crafted, he brewed, he was an alchemist in a way. He manufactured and carefully crafted the Lord's Prayer. Now, if you don't pray or you don't cast spells, okay, I'm a Gryffindor. So you're talking to a Gryffindor right now. You're talking to an eagle. But I also recognize I'm talking to an eagle. You're an eagle. You're a Gryffindor. Or if you're a woman, you may be a Slytherin if you speak Parseltongue. But if you don't speak Parseltongue, you may be a Gryffindor. Anyways, Jesus carefully crafted this scientific formula of a spell to portal into the spiritual realm. It's impossible to say the Lord's Prayer and not feel better, to not have something occur. And it's the only prayer that intersects with every denomination of Christianity. It's the only thing that every Christian agrees upon. It's a phenomenal prayer. It's insane. He's a wizard. He truly, to carefully craft a prayer. How about you try this out? How about you cast the spell? 3,000 years ago, he carefully crafted this. It went through the archaic times. It went through the wanes and waxes of every governmental fall. It went through the internal rotting of every government. It went through empires. It went through everything. World War I, too. This carefully crafted prayer remains today, and it is the keystone of every Christian denomination. And Jesus truly was a wizard, and he didn't do anything supernatural. So that's the other beautiful part. I was talking about Genesis in the beginning, which is, ironic that it's magic, just like Harry Potter is, and we're all fascinated by it. That's why you listen to this podcast. That's why this sorting hat is funny. That's why this sorting hat is funny. That's why this bit always lands. It's because it's true in a way, man.
I call it Voldemort. Jenny Hermione wanted a threesome with the flick of the wand. Harry knows how to please.